honestly feel like fossils, dog, you should always keep them the way they are. That way they're more valuable and more appreciated.
Exactly.
So I feel like with hip hop it's the same thing. It's not like an American thing, it's just a music genre. And the more you improve your music sound, not just in hip hop, but the more you improve your sound, it's gonna move from just becoming a sound to a feeling.
Yeah.
Understand? So I love the feeling that I have when I make hip hop songs.
When you say Wantwara, you're using me. English.
Do you understand me? You get me? Like
yes. What's up, everybody? My name is Balasa Paco, better known as Miss Mona Lisa herself. Welcome to the Mormuse podcast. I hope my crews are awake today. Welcome to the Mormuse podcast. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. Welcome, JSTYLE.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Mormuse podcast.
It's a pleasure.
Sometimes we are at Dikete lifestyle, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a bit about yourself. Who's JSTYLE? Where are you from?
Hi, hi guys. Galibizo, Genastelo,
Who?
Junior Mashao, Stelo. Yeah. No.
What are you?
I'm Venda, my. Yeah.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Venda, from my father's side. And then
Okay.
my mother is Swati.
Oh, okay.
But like in the house, we just speak, this is Zulu, very.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even at school, I did it Zulu. So my name is Stelo Junior Mashao. Mashao is the Venda surname.
Mm-hmm.
And Kitsene Khatang. I met Jody from there actually. Kitsene Khatang back in like 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And then from 2019, I think it was like my last year go Khatang,
Yeah.
I moved to Rabanlaga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaya Rabanlaga in 2020.
Okay.
And then I did my matric last year in
Mhm.
2022. So how can I say this? I go by the name JSTYLE.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a name that I've had since the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And then I started making music officially in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, man, it's been that way since, I guess. And I don't know what else I can tell you about me. Maybe we can get deeper into that as the episode goes.
Can we start by saying how informed he is? Like, are you guys listening to how he's speaking? He's like, wait, most of the guests when they come here, Mono didn't wake up
Oh my
below
God.
today, you know? But you're like, and I think it's a good thing that you're so young. People your age are mostly focused on other things, you know?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
know?
Yeah, man.
You mentioned that you are how old?
I'm 18, turning 19.
So, ufite skolo ka
Last year.
17.
Yeah.
Hectic. When did you finish matriculating? When did you matriculate? Which year? 2018. Oh, all right. JSTYLE, 3rd grade. How?
How? Oh, okay. How was kind of like that thing where I've always had this connection with music.
Okay.
I don't know if that's like a cliche thing to say, or like everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, fell in
No,
love
I
with
get it.
music," you
I
know,
get
like
it.
it's a thing. It
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Trust me. So it was kind of like that thing where I've always been interested in making music, listening to music, just being surrounded by music.
Yeah.
On top. So at some point I was doing like R&B as a kid because that's what I grew up on. Go Beyonce, Rihanna, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
And, sometimes about R. Kelly here and there, because of my dad. Destiny's Child because of my cousins,
Yeah.
it was that pop R&B era for me as a kid. I didn't understand the lyrics, but the feeling. And so it was that feeling where like, yeah, this is nice. And so I started grade 3 with like writing some R&B songs. I wouldn't call them songs. It's just like, verses, rhymes,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. And then as time went, I started being closer with my bigger brother, with my older brother. And then he was listening to more like trap, hip hop, you're the Games, Eminem, 50 Cent,
We can see his
Young
face.
Thug, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so I also fell in love with that sound. I also fell in love with that sound. So I guess that's when the rapping part, writing poems into like rhymes and just making sure everything rhymes. Tomorrow is school, I'm gonna look cool, and that basic primary school rhymes. That's where it all went. And then, should I even continue with the story?
Yes,
It's
please.
like grade 5, I met this friend of mine. We're still close.
Yeah.
Otulani. He goes by the name Jay Weezy, sometimes LaShawn, I'm not really sure, but like I love my guy. And like me and him have been a duo.
Okay.
That's how we met there. And then after school we'd like write music together, but never ever record, never find a studio or anything like that. We'd just write music and that's it.
Yeah.
Write music and that's it. So yeah, we've been like that. We've been close. We've been a duo, I guess. And then I think it all moves straight to high school. High school, grade 9. We had like our first performance go in Tajem.
Yeah.
In Tajem, we go UP campus when I am. Yeah. So we had our first performance. It was our first performance ever as a duo. This was back in like grade 9, I think 2018 or so.
You traveled, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been together from like 5th grade until now. So this is like grade 9, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. We performed in front of like 500 people because it was like a program and it was like a talent show. So we like, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? So we went for it and it was fun. I had fun. That was my first time performing in front of people. And on top of that, it was also with my friend, my very close friend.
You were not
So-
shy?
Oh, I was. Even
Yeah,
now.
if you know Jody. Yeah.
Yeah, even now, like when you get on stage, there's always those jitters, But like once you actually on stage performing your craft, I feel like it gets better. On top.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like you. Jody has been telling me about you.
Yeah.
You know?
He knows me.
And
He
every
knows
time
me.
he's like, hey, Mona Lisa, JSTYLE.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
like, okay.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
'Cause
you.
At the end of the day, there's such a long list,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
wants to come in. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll give him an don't ask me why I haven't made time. I don't want to lie. But I think a few weeks ago, I saw a video.
Yeah.
So I bumped into your video twice
Hmm.
when I was on my page.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, no, cool, this changed. But I'm looking at the name and I'm like, nah, I know this thing. Because
Yeah.
Jody has been planting it in my
Yeah,
head
like,
so
yo,
many
what's
times,
that?
you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I know this change. So I comment and you responded.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, cool. I would actually love to have you here, you know?
Yep.
I think you're one of those people where when I saw the video, I was like, no ways. And when I look, Jay, gone. And hence, I'm saying this with reason because you are one of those kids that when certain people look at you, they'll actually want to do what you do, And I'm also assessing your character, manje, because it's a different thing, of course, when you see your videos on Facebook and everything, and looking at you and sitting with you now and talking to you to say, okay, no, cool, this person is actually so focused. Like, I'm listening to the way you speak, the way you present yourself throughout. That's actually very good for a person your age. I don't wanna lie.
I get.
Energy. What? English. Oh, excuse. Okay.
Yeah.
Says you're English. You're well spoken. I don't wanna lie. Look.
Enana mo. Korban lang ba jabulile. Khatang. Jody wangizi kitsenele.
No ways. People from there, he's right.
Yeah.
You don't speak like
Primary
you.
gets in is like, hey, you want a more extension for like, I didn't go anywhere, honestly.
Would
I
you
didn't-
say
I didn't go
music
far.
influenced this as well?
I think so. Mara, not just music, actually. It's like a heavy amount of cartoons. I watch a bunch of cartoons. I feel like
What's your favorite?
that's one of the things. Right now I've been binge watching Samurai Jack
Hectic.
because of that nostalgic feeling. You understand?
Yeah.
Like it's been that show that I've always watched as a
Mhm.
kid. So knowing that now I have all like access to all 5 seasons,
Yeah.
I've been binge watching that thing. Like,
Nah, I like you a lot. All right, so let's venture into
yeah.
now that you're going into music.
Yes, ma'am.
What did your parents say? Like, were they not discouraging you, or were they not scared to say,
Yeah.
"Hey, when this industry, you wishy when you
Like,
yeah."
I'm an upcoming artist,
Okay.
right? That's true.
Don't call yourself that. Though.
Yeah, Mara, like, I'm on the rise. Let me just say
Yeah,
that,
rise.
Yeah, I'm on the rise, of which I will make it for sure,
Yes.
you know?
Mhm.
So it was always that thing, hore, at first I was scared to tell my parents that I want to make music. Manza.
Mm-hmm.
There was always that thing, yo, I'm gonna meet up with my friends, I'm gonna write some music until like 7 p.m. and then I come back home. The cycle continues. Manza. So one person that I felt was discouraging me the most was my father.
Okay.
Because my father, although he has a musical background, Mara, he was never like the foreman of the music scene, you know.
Did you hear that background? You didn't hear it. Jody, you have the headset on. You didn't hear the background.
And so he was not.
Hey, okay, fine.
He was not the foreman of the music scene. It was like the conductor. And then we had my mother. My mother was a singer, but she also never ventured into music after school. So it was that thing. Yo, go to school, get a job, and then you're set for life.
Yeah.
It was always that narrative being pushed because it was also pushed to them. And they saw, okay, shop, this works. So my parents were not really as supportive as I wanted them to be. Obviously, even now. Mara, like, I'm glad that they're not killing my dream, if I may put it that way, you know? Yeah. Because at some point you realize, okay, shop, these people have good intentions. They want you to succeed in life. They want you to have a secure future. That way you can be free to do whatever you want with however much money you have or whatever. So they've always been pushing this thing out. Instead of music, why not go to tertiary and study something, or a little paper, certificate or whatever, and then you can, get back to that. But in my head is like, my head was not there. I never wanted to be a dentist or a doctor, or, like I've always wanted to make music. So that's one thing that I'm always pushing. And I feel like I should always push consistency. That way I can reach more people. Same way I reached you. I didn't tag you or anything, So same way I reached this podcast or Mona Lisa herself.
Yeah.
It's just pushing consistency. And that way, support or no support, it just has to go on regardless.
Are you an only child?
No.
Okay.
Go high in total 8, right? 4 kids, and then my sister has 2 kids.
Stop making these faces, guys.
Okay. So it's my mom, my dad, my 2 nephews, my older brother, my older sister, me, and my little brother.
Damn.
So
I'm just thinking of 8, dog. Not 5, 8.
Yeah. So it's that. So it's just always walking around trying to find different studios. And I also have to set example for my little brother. Yeah. Correct what my older siblings have done, that type of stuff. Because I have to please the parents, please myself, please the people around me. It's just, it's a lot.
Producer, it's concluded, ne? When you have children, they must Popeye. And they must listen to music at an early age. Because no ways. You are like, you're ironed out. You know?
I get
Oh my God. Why is he being loud?
Unnecessarily.
Like, as I'm saying, you ironed out, dog. Like,
thank you.
Okay, I'm meleng Bugatti Federa. Okay, cool. I feel like I don't know, like you making me feel like you one person that has so much potential. What do you guys think of JSTYLE? Like, listening to how he speaks and how he presents himself.
I've heard my music.
Well, of course I have.
Yeah, Jody has. Sia, Vusi.
They'll hear it. They haven't
Okay,
heard it. Yes, what do you guys think of him? Producer. Yes. Doesn't he make you... You know, there's certain people in the industry, when you look at them like, nah, lo, it's going far. Nah.
I'm definitely going far. That's...
Judy, what do you think of JSTYLE? Since whenever meets and then Kalu meets.
Appreciate you, bruh.
Yeah. Why did you want him to come to the Mormuse podcast? The first time you told me about him. Now, cat.
And like, fun fact, Jody was there when I was like still doing phone made songs.
Yeah.
Before I even had a studio, before I even knew what a studio was like. Jody was there. He was doing like odd covers for some of my phone made songs.
Okay, come back. Phone what?
Phone made songs.
What
like,
is that?
Songs that I made with my phone, Like,
so you would record yourself ka phone?
Yeah.
And release?
Yeah. On YouTube,
Hectic.
Yeah.
Hectic.
Jody was there. He was there when I was promoting and so
When I
on.
call him mechanic, I'm gonna
So he has like a couple of odd covers and like, we have to give him props for that. Like, like it's just I was there, he was there. And I
Jody's a
appreciate
good
that.
friend.
Yeah.
Like he literally put your name in my gob, dog. And every
Basically.
time I'm like, okay, Jody, I will. Until I actually bumped into the video as I said.
Yeah.
Ew. It's good. Okay, let's talk music industry, hip hop. Why hip hop? Why not? Because as you said, you grew up listening to your R&Bs, to all these other genres. What made you pick hip hop?
Okay, so for me, I chose hip hop because one, I really love the feel of hip hop. It's just the culture behind hip hop and like everything that came before that. Whether it's
they know
whether it's American culture or not.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like fossils, dog, you should always keep them the way they are. That way they're more valuable and more appreciated.
Exactly.
So I feel like with hip hop it's the same thing. It's not like an American thing, it's just a music genre. And the more you improve your music sound, not just in hip hop, but the more you improve your sound, it's gonna move from just becoming a sound to a feeling.
Yeah.
So I love the feeling that I have when I make hip hop songs.
When you say Wantwara, you're losing me.
Do you understand me? You get me? Like
yes.
Like I just love that feeling. Or like I get to like get my pad, like my pad and just my pen, and then I just write poems. And then at some point there's like an instrumental that comes to me. It's never an R&B instrumental or trap or Afro pop. It's always hip hop.
Yeah.
So it was always that. It was always that for me. Even as a kid. I was once accused for doing stuff that I didn't do at school, right?
Like what?
Nerile tripping.
Yeah.
And then in the bus, the back seat, there was like these kids that had alcohol, and I would go primar. So kids had like alcohol and stuff. So since I took the video, I was still like, they were like, yo, you probably like one of the people that did this.
Yeah.
And there was like a whole board of teachers there. They were like, yeah, Gwen, I saw you. Where are the pictures? It was like,
yeah.
nah. But dude,
what's going
like,
on?
nah, I didn't do anything. Did you see me drink? No.
Yeah.
So immediately after that confrontation, I went to class and then I took out my book, Scriblasak. So I wrote about that situation. So in my head it was like, like I'm angry, and instead of doing different things, the first thing that comes to mind is writing it down.
So that became a norm.
Yeah, so that was like a norm. Feeling sad, feeling happy, you just continuously write or do whatever you want to do continuously, and that way you improve at it and you do it at your own level. There's no need to compete with anybody, honestly.
Nah.
Yeah.
Favorite artist in SA right now?
Favorite artist in SA?
Yeah.
JSTYLE.
Yo. Yeah, no.
For sure.
Yeah, no.
J-STYLE. That's what's up.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, besides JSTYLE.
Besides JSTYLE, I listen to a lot of Aries and Nasty C.
Okay.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Aries and Nasty C.
I love the fact that you listen to Nasty.
Yeah.
Because that automatically links you so much to even the kind of music you make.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense to me that you listen to Nasty right now.
Yeah.
You know? All right. Stats.
We're talking stats.
Yeah, we're talking
okay.
stats. Of course, I want to hip hop on you.
Yeah. Hey.
And that other genre,
Yeah.
it's busy. You're going to know.
Obvious.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I must be honest.
Yeah, well, go for it.
Do you feel like you'd ever make piano?
Me? Currently? Right now, come on, stay there. I don't think so. But as time goes, maybe.
Why maybe?
But no. I don't know. I'm open to anything. But for now, it's just hip hop for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm happy. I can settle for that now because Tina J in life
Yeah.
with other foreign genres, we don't want them.
I get.
Yeah. So when you're saying hip hop, I'm behind you all the
Yeah,
way.
it's hip hop for sure.
And I think I'm gonna play piano. I'm going to call you, Dom. Abo manje
Oselautu and stuff.
SA is hot.
Yeah.
You know? And I think if there's one person that we can actually point out to say, this is how much potential hip hop has, like the likes of Blackie. When you listen to Blackie and you look at his journey, it makes sense for him to be where he is namhlanje.
True.
Even if Blackie does piano, it's fine.
Yeah, for him, yeah. He's versatile like
you
that.
know? But now we come to the likes of Chico. Chico a lot. Gautam Pelagay.
Yeah, I know him, yeah.
Yes. So Chico was hip hop.
Same with Focalistic.
So you know Chico was hip hop. Throughout, I was at school with Chico.
Yeah.
Chico was doing hip hop in school.
Damn.
And then she found Tempela everywhere, and I'm like, damn.
And somebody
man.
started like going crazy around
I get
Pretoria and
it.
stuff.
I get it. Like it had a good impact on his career. You know, he shifted. Like he moved.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it made him who he is namhlanje.
True.
But that doesn't initially mean it's gonna work for all of us.
True. That is true.
I don't see you go piano.
Yeah, I couldn't love in a piano.
Break my heart like that. Eyes over.
What's up, see?
Okay.
Go for it.
Or the rhymes.
Okay.
Is hip hop a sound or the rhymes? That's the question, just in case.
There's the sound,
True.
then there's the rhymes
Mhm.
that you can put on any beat, any melody, any genre.
Mm-hmm.
You can rap on Africa.
Yes.
That's why I'm asking, what is...
So you're asking...
Hip hop is hip hop.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Should I answer?
Yes.
Okay, so you know poetry, right? Poetry is basically the rhymes of hip hop. Wansar? It's rhythm and poetry, rap. Wansar? So when it's just the rhymes, you get them and you can apply them anywhere, everywhere. You get. Mara, it's with how you approach the certain beats.
You want to justify piano. Look at
How,
you.
how you approach certain beats. I feel like that's what makes it hip hop. For me.
Yeah.
This is my opinion. This is not a fact. I don't know if you're gonna Google this or not. Mara, this is just for me. You can write a poem without any beat and it can apply to anything because you don't have a beat in mind.
Yeah.
Mara, when it comes to hip hop, it's all in the beat and the rhymes. You get.
Justify yourself. Don't give me his answer.
Cause like, hey,
Justifying-
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
justifying
Damn.
25K.
go
Okay.
for it. Yeah.
25K is a Khalifa.
25K is a rap for sure.
He doesn't sing,
Yes.
Sure, he doesn't.
but he took a Bacardi beat and rapped on it.
Yeah,
A piano Bacardi beat to be specific.
yeah.
Does it qualify as hip hop or piano?
Okay. Let me
Okay.
justify it like this. When I want Focalistic is doing. Focalistic wa rap, honey. He can rap. But the moment he jump to piano, ngara rap and he's going a flow ya piano. Unlike 25K, 25K took the way he is. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He just cut and paste on whatever's thrown at him.
That's what I'm saying. But it's all on how you approach it.
Hip hop or piano?
It's hip hop. The fact that he's rapping, don't shake your head.
Make a hip hop song with a piano beat.
Bona.
Are you agreeing?
I don't know about that.
I'll
I
never
don't know
agree
about that.
Like,
I don't know
I
about
won't
that.
agree to that.
Not for night. Where's it young? It's only the whole KO situation. KO is a hip hop artist. Maruile Afrobeats, an Afrobeat song.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it qualifies.
I think it's all about the fact that I'm a rapper and then I
Yeah,
jump
yeah,
on a piano and then that automatically doesn't make me a rapper anymore. I'm still a rapper.
Yeah, I get
A
that.
rapper and there's a reason to rapper on the piano.
Yeah,
Because
Mara,
I'm sticking to that.
Mara, does it count as a rap song?
It's rap.
And so this is the whole thing. Your opinion, the fact, like Joe. Everybody has their own definition of music, and I feel like we should all respect it.
She proved me right.
You know what the problem is?
Yeah,
Now I have a difficulty. I can't jump on a piano.
I get. It's
Like
difficult.
my cop
It's difficult.
doesn't assess.
Yeah.
Like I don't process that, you know?
They make it sound easy, but it's not.
It's
It's
not.
not.
I'm not lost. I'm just saying.
Because you proved me right.
Hey, wait, never mind. It's hip hop. Leave us alone.
Separate the two. Why
Yeah.
people combine them?
Yeah. Like it's a hip hop artist or rap artist on an piano beat.
Okay, fine. Let me give you your flowers. It can be your piano. I don't care.
Let's
Ne?
go see Asha.
But it's hip hop to me.
To Mona Lisa, it's
That's
hip hop, guys.
That's it. The moment you say, whatever vocalist says, then I will know I want my drum for failure now. Big time.
So
But the moment you rap and you do what 25K does,
yeah.
or J Molly,
Uh-huh.
la dog. There's this new song at J Molly's jumping on piano, and I'm like, oh shit,
Oh damn.
that is hip hop. Because he's rapping on it, he's not even playing it, y'all.
I get.
You should check it out. You understand my point? If you guys can listen to that, you'll understand what I'm saying. I can feel the piano. Don't wanna know.
Guys, generator Ella.
That's it. You can speak. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's
Alright,
not.
cool.
It's not really fighting with us.
Alright,
Not gonna
that's
nail him
the-
it was gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You understand my
Nah,
point?
Yeah, I get you. I get where you're coming from.
You
for
get
sure.
where I'm coming
Yeah.
from. Because you're a person that does hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, colleague, leave us alone. Like,
Yeah, man.
do you think you can ever be forced into it though?
Into piano.
Mm.
By other people or by situation? Orange.
Let's start with situation.
Situation. Well, I feel like I should think of the reason why I go to hip hop. Answer. Like before I do a bunch of other genres or a bunch of other stuff, I feel like I should always consider the fact that I'm always going to hip hop because I feel like that's the best way to express my feelings. Wow. So if it's like an amapiano beat or an afropop beat, it could be a little bit tricky, and that's not what I'm going for.
You don't
I
like
want-
to fight the
Yeah, I
sides.
want it to feel easy to me. I want it to feel like a relief, whatever you want to put it as. I don't want it to feel like a battle between the beat and the
Trying to
music.
fit
You want
into the system.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
So that's why even with people, I don't even consider people. Like it doesn't matter what about whether
Yeah.
you're gonna listen to my music or not. It's not up to me. Baba. It's not up to me. I just release my music, and whoever listens to it and draws inspiration from it to do their stuff or to do better in their lives, that's all I can do.
Do you
honestly.
listen to Kuli Chana?
No.
Why?
Sadly,
Why?
because I wasn't really into the South African hip hop scene.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, literally, rest in peace, AKA. I started listening to AKA's album Air Alter Ego back like last year. And that was an album that dropped back in 2011.
Yeah.
So I was still trying to get into the whole culture and where Kasi rap comes from. I wasn't even a huge I wasn't even highly influenced by what Pro Kid and Stogie T on their come up and Casper Your Vest. I wasn't really influenced by that.
When you're putting it like that,
Uh.
and I'm thinking of that video. I see
Yeah.
your J. Cole, I see your Kendrick.
Yeah.
I see you infused. Like even the way the video was shot, I was like, oh shit. You know, like you understood the
Yeah.
assignment
Like we
big
were just-
time.
Little
You're
by
not-
little, we're improving.
You're not trying to be here.
Yeah.
Wow, you're
We're
not here.
leaving, we're making it
understand?
out. Yeah.
So do you think with the angle that you're taking now, you actually have a chance of making it?
I have this motto where I always tell myself, not even myself, mind you, I feel like when I usually post my progress,
Yeah.
it's like I always say slowly but surely.
Mhm.
So even if I'm getting there, it's very slow. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's slow. A lot of people are taking off because they're adapting into different waves. I want to hit
Sure.
trap, it's the drip and like all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But it was just me pushing old school hip hop. Mara, I don't usually focus on the slowly part. The slowly is what you see, got face value. Mara, surely is what I say I'm gonna make it. Cause for sure, I'm gonna make it. At the angle that I'm taking it, I'm true to myself. And I feel like that's one thing that'll make other people respect you.
Nah, you're focused.
Yeah. Cause like you always stay true to yourself. No matter how fast or slow you move, you always stay true to yourself. And regardless of how other people take it, you're the reason you started this. And once you lose yourself, that's when you lose everything. So slowly but surely, I am definitely going to make it out and reach whatever dream I'm chasing.
Hectic.
Right? Yeah.
Let's talk your recent project.
Okay.
Tell me all about it. I want to know.
Okay. So I recently released an EP, Dikete, it's a February, titled A Letter. It's strictly on SoundCloud though. So it's a 4-track EP. It was specifically, initially when I came with the thought to drop an EP, I was thinking, love songs, because it's Valentine's month, Valentine's Day is coming. But the more I got into working on the project, I was thinking, what like, the first song is titled One and Only, and then the second song is titled Two of Us. That was the initial theme. What like, one and only, one and only girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and then two of us is just you and me against the world, and that was it. That was like the end of it. But as I got deeper into the works of the project, I was thinking, what like, I can't work this hard just to have a project that's gonna last 4 days. Because the EP was gonna drop Kadi 10 and then Kadi 14 was gonna be played and that's it. Right? So I was thinking, instead of me just dropping a Valentine's Day EP that's all about love and stuff, why not just try to experiment more in a different sound of hip hop? Hence, I was pushing some lo-fi type beats, just chill beats. Because initially I'm like a technical rapper, like tick, 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 just going crazy. But like with that EP, it was just me and my emotions trying to tap into that. So there's a third song titled Bright Clouds, where in brackets, what's it just do right. Okay. So initially the theme of the song was about this whole thing, LGBTQ equality, just the ignorance towards the LGBTQ community and addressing that situation. Or like, I can't blame you for being this way. It's miseducation. It's how you were brought up to treat certain people of certain sexualities. So I know it's like not a long ass song that gets into detail about that, but I feel like just from the title, like Bright Clouds, it's always like a bright day for everybody.
Well, how old are you?
I'm turning 19. I'm 18.
Nah, you're smart.
And then there's a fourth track titled Final Letter. So that song was initially just me going into, let's say, the darkest cloud of my mind. It's just me just tapping into those traumas, just the stuff that I've gone through last year. So it's talking about the death of my friend JJ, who passed away 16th of January this year. Rest in peace, JJ. And then also my friend's uncle, who passed away last year. So when my friend's uncle got murdered, I don't know what word to use in a podcast, but like, he got murdered by his community because he was accused for doing stuff that he didn't do. So that really hit me. He was not my uncle. I didn't know him personally, but just that situation where someone can literally get you in so much trouble just because of false accusations, if I may say. So that thought just really hurt me a lot. So I wrote about that. And then also my friend JJ, he passed away. He got stabbed. And stuff. So he got stabbed. And then, I made a song about that as well. I wrote about that. So it's just that EP titled A Letter. Because that's what I usually do. If I feel sad, if I feel happy and so on, I write letters to myself. Entitled like, yo, you're doing great. Just hold on. This is what happened to you. Just, those affirmations. And they really help me cope, which is why I always go to music. Always. Like, this is my thing. Like, always. I want to go to music, honestly. So those are like 4 tracks. Stretches up to like 9 minutes and 40 seconds. 10 minutes, roughly 10 minutes. It's like literally 10 minutes of your time, dog. And I guarantee that you actually enjoy the sound that I'm actually trying to push and how far I can take this rap thing. Until I'm not just blindlessly or aimlessly talking about certain things. I actually talk about my experiences and how I view things in my life. It's basically that type of... It's a letter.
All I know, Jody didn't get a letter for Valentine. No more now, he didn't get a letter. Jody.
So it's like a letter of love, man. From me to you. I'm showing love regardless of how crazy life can get. Mara, like, always love.
You're really smart, man. Like, I'm listening to you explain every song and the story behind it, what made you write it, like what triggered certain emotions in order to actually deliver that kind of a project, I don't know what I was doing at your age. I don't want to lie. I'm highly impressed,
Thank you.
And I feel like anybody else that will possibly hear about this or literally listen to your project and understanding the story behind it, they would fully, not even hesitate. They would literally listen.
Of which you should.
But how has it been going, like in terms of people literally vibing to the song? Well, the whole project.
Well, the whole project, honestly,
Reviews?
yeah, that's what I was going for. I was actually happy at the engagement that I got from the project. You know, people
Yeah.
are actually sharing
Mhm.
the music, not just me forcing them. Like I literally posted it. I didn't tag anybody. I didn't hit anybody up in the inbox. It was just people that actually took 10 minutes of their time to listen to the project, and they drew whatever they drew from it, and then they shared it. It'd be like, yo, you know, listen to this. This is what
Yeah.
my guy JSTYLE has to offer to us.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm glad. Hold on, that morning I dropped the EP. It was literally midnight.
Mhm.
Midnight on SoundCloud. I stayed up well until midnight just to drop the EP and then share the link. So I'm glad. Hold on, like when I woke up, I came to like a bunch of notifications or like plays on SoundCloud. They're actually improving more than usual, especially for a whole project.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, a whole bunch of songs.
Yeah.
People don't sit around for songs that long. So I'm glad, like, in terms of a package of a project, a lot of people listen to it. And also the sharing, people shared on their socials, specifically Facebook, because like I feel like that's where my channel is performing the best, if I may put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
I guess.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so it genuinely made me happy. Like I've put in so much work into making this music, and I'm getting recognition for it. Like I put in a lot of work to make music, coming up with the beats, tagging a bunch of people that actually help work with me.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a manager or PR or anything like that. It's
Don't
just
want me to manage you. Mamelodi,
Mhm.
hip hop.
Yeah.
How have people welcomed you in terms of numbers, in terms of people actually listening to your music as well?
how can I put this?
Do you think you fit in?
Fit in? I don't think so. No.
Okay, that's
I
great.
feel like I'm different for
That's
sure.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't, and like I don't fit in, and it's okay because I feel like I also don't want to fit in. I'd much rather do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Since I said before, everyone has their own definition of what hip hop should be.
Yeah.
So I feel like my definition hasn't touched a bunch of people yet. Right? So Mamelodi, of course, I'm always represent Mamelodi. I'm from Mamelodi. I grew up in Mamelodi for sure.
Yeah.
Right? Like in one of mums, as always.
And all
Ma-
rap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
from
get
yeah.
yo nah. Like I rap. Understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like fitting in. I don't want to fit in. It's fine, because you have a lot of people that disappoint, you know. And I feel like depending on yourself is more important than fitting in.
So your dad listened to your project?
Yeah.
What did he say? Since that was the first thing I heard from my dad.
Yeah.
So did he listen?
My dad always listens to my music. I make
Okay.
sure before I drop it, I
Man,
send him the
like,
music. Or
yeah.
sometimes I even take him to the studio and be like, "Yo,
Really?
this is what I'm working on. What you think?"
Okay.
Alright? I do the same with my sister and my mother. Yeah. And then my brother, now he's a producer part-time. So obviously he hears some of my work. So my dad, when it comes to my dad, I feel like once I get a comment from my dad that is not discouraging, it's a good song. You know?
So
Like
there's some songs where he was like, no.
Yeah. Well, one of Badlands, that song. Yeah. When he first heard it, the song dropped last 2021.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. So when he first heard it, before I dropped it, he was like, "Nah, man, there's something missing," and you know, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, forget that, man." I took it back to the studio. I re-recorded the whole 4-minute song, and I played it for him. And he's like, "I ain't going to my jail." It's like, "Yeah, we're gone." You know. So I always count on him for that, because he always tell me, "Yeah, I'm finding an interest for music." You know, like he always says that. I can't sing, I can't rap. You know, he always says that. Mara, he's like, "Yeah, interest for music now." I always have that sound. Right?
Personally,
Yeah.
I love how you present yourself. I love Badlands. Like I listened to that video so many times, you know, and I was like, nah, I'm sold.
Shouts to hype
There's
music.
no need to talk too much.
Yeah.
Don't convince me otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I really see a lot of potential in you,
Thank you.
especially being from here.
Yeah.
Cause here we have a foresight of people want to be convinced. Like you need to
Yeah.
show people
Yeah.
why you think you're great.
Yeah.
You know? And in your case, I feel like dude, you're gone.
Yeah, like
You're there.
I'm
You
so
know?
far gone. Like, you know.
But yeah,
Yeah.
any new music that we can look out for?
Yeah, actually, I've been promoting this since last year. Wait, on the last track of my EP, I literally said next stop, shoot a season. That's the name of the EP that I've been working on for a while now. It's also gonna drop on SoundCloud though. But like that's an EP that I've been working on. Wow. And hopefully, since my birthday is like next month, 24, I'm probably gonna drop a song. But like I'm still working on it. So just in case, I don't know when this podcast is gonna drop. But like on the day,
It
on
will
this day,
drop. When is your birthday?
March 4th.
4 March.
Yeah. Okay, sharp. Let me just say it then for future reference. But like I literally started working on a song that's gonna drop on my birthday, or that has dropped on my birthday. Alright. So just like that, you
Your
set a
episode
deadline
will,
for myself.
will back it up.
You
Don't
set
worry.
a deadline for myself because I've been a bit lazy. So
Yeah.
set a deadline. Yeah. So upcoming music, definitely shoot a season, and elevator EP for sure is still in the works. But like I think it's like 2 EPs. So elevator EP, I'm actually planning to drop it on distribution platforms for Apple Music and them. But a shooter season is just gonna be like mini mixtape.
Personally,
Yeah.
I want you to drop this project as well. I want Badlands out actually.
Yeah.
Like for me,
Yeah.
I want it for me.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
out,
Like out,
everywhere.
all the way out.
Because there's a lot of potential in that song, man,
Thank
and
you,
you're
thank
going
you.
far.
Yeah.
You know, I producer your light, but I must wrap up.
Okay,
Next-
shout.
But
It's cool, it's
anyway,
cool.
I'm so glad that you actually managed to pitch. You know,
Thank you.
I was getting worried. There's something with that Jojo. I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't pitch.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
here.
but yeah, thank you so much. Personally,
Appreciate it.
from me, I need you to keep pushing, dog. I need you to keep believing in yourself.
I will.
Don't ever feel discouraged. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
literally a phone call away. Like anything, you know. I think that's one thing that I've always tried to put out to people, that you never have to be alone, especially in this line of work. You know.
True.
But yeah, what do you think of the Mormuse podcast?
I really love this. Like
So you watch our episodes?
bruh, I've been doing my homework ever since you like invited me. I went to Spotify and I was like, yo, Mormuse podcast. And so I think I watched like 5 episodes
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
But like I'm really grateful to be here.
Thank you
And I
so
also know
much.
V Dot as well. But like shouts to him.
Nah?
It was like the first episode.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that some other time. It's fine.
Where can people find you on social media?
I go by JSTYLE. Sorry. I go by JSTYLE, which is JSTYLE. Obviously, it's JSTYLE on YouTube. And then Facebook, it's like JSTYLE Project. Same as Instagram and Twitter, JSTYLE_project. J, the letter, not the name, not JAY. So it's JSTYLE_project everywhere, basically. Yeah.
And we're expecting music soon, right?
More visuals as well from Hype Music. Shouts to Hype Music, man.
Hype Music in company.
It's a recording. It's a visual company.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's one of these guys that I've been working with for a while now.
Shout out to y'all. Make sure you make my boy here famous. Because if you don't, mean y'all will fight, yeah?
Make me famous.
Yes. Fast. Thank you so much for tuning into the Mormuse podcast. This was, of course, JSTYLE's
Yes, sir.
episode. We are, of course, at Dikete Lifestyle. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mormuse podcast. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you check JSTYLE out on all social platforms. For myself and my crew, that's a wrap.